And howdy, y'all. And my first question is going to be, can you hear me now? Because I'm trying out new tech today. So, Charles, that's okay. Oh, there we go. There's Yellow Rose. Question again, can y'all hear me good? Because I'm trying out new microphone and I need to know whether or not it's working, whether or not you can hear me. I was going to try this out earlier with my partner in crime, but he's still getting beautified. So, and no, that's not the new digital device they installed. Actually, I don't know what does Lampo Code qualify for analog or is it digital? Um, so, for the ones that are not on my Facebook, I had to get rebooted on Tuesday. Well, they call it a cardio version, and they do that with a defibrillator. I have this thing called, yep, I'm up and at it. Thanks there, Brian. Uh, so I get this thing called atrial fibrillations every now and again, and I had another spell, and I had to be defibrillated. In other words, they shocked the shit out of me. But it's really an energizing experience, you know. Um, it really amps you up. And we got Joe and we got Lee in the house. Hey guys. So yeah, it's been a rough week. On So I did the procedure on Tuesday afternoon, and then Wednesday I was so hazed on Wednesday from the fentanyl cocktail they give you. I couldn't even think straight. I don't even know why anybody would want to do that stuff for fun. I mean, my brain was like mush. I guess for some people it's appealing. I don't know. Yep, my batteries are fully charged now. I'm all amped up. I'm fully energized, so to speak. You know, but that means I'm gonna have to go get another procedure done called an ablation, and suffice it to say, they go in through your groin into your heart and zap a few electrical connections. They've done this once already about 10 years ago, and now I'm on the rebound. And hey, Chris Wedgeworth. And we have Mr. Dad Random. Can you hear me now? Oh, we got to do the headphones.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh. Yep. Told you it'd be a while.
You don't have that much hair left.
It looks when you get a haircut, it hardly looks like you're get it cut.
Oh, is that the secret?
When you don't have any hair.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got to turn the temperature up here. Yes, I love freaking technology. Yeah, right. That'll be good. It's hot up here.
For those that don't know yet, Dad actually got to move back into his house.
Yeah, I spent
the first. Have a big round of applause. You got the sound machine, so give yourself a big round of applause there.
That's right. All right. 7.5 months later. God, it's so nice.
On a 3 months project?
It's complete new house, basically. I took everything out and put it all back in, including walls. And that
Yeah, but
wasn't
you
even
got
the
the
original plan.
bathrooms and
The original plan was bigger. I'm glad we downscaled. Oh, I really think my last tile setter, he did in 4 days what the other guy couldn't do in 2 months. So we're done though. I get to sleep in my own bed. That was the big thing. That's you don't know how happy you get when you don't sleep in your bed for 7 months and then you sleep in the same mat. You're just like,
yeah, especially like you said, you used to sleeping on the king size and then getting downgraded to a queen.
or the couch.
Well, you used to the couch. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not the first time you got manned to the
The couch
couch.
is like a second home.
Sleeping on the couch is not all that bad. It's kind of like camping was a big screen TV.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Oh boy. But anyway, hey, how are you doing? How's it what's it like to be back in the world there, Kai?
Oh, I wasn't out of this world just yet,
Uh, well, you
but
technically were
I'm really amped up now. You know,
you technically were
fully
alive,
energetic.
then not alive, then alive again, and not alive, and then alive again.
Yeah, they had to hit me twice.
Well,
I tell you,
just like your
this
mom did
one
when you were born.
actually. So I've been dealing with this shit for 21 years already. Okay, and this was by far one of the easier cardio versions. I had to have one. They did it in a ER at Brook Army Medical Center, and let's say that things didn't go so well. I start waking. No, they knock you out because doctors ain't stupid. They're not going to juice somebody up that's twice their size without some sort of uh, anesthesia. Anyway, I start coming back to, and I just hear the doctor say, "Oh, let's hit him one more time." And I'm laying there on that gurney, and I couldn't even move nor speak yet. And they hit me, and boy, let me tell you, talk about pain.
Oh, it's all good. You're still here.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I'm still here despite their best efforts. I'm still here.
I'm not going to pretend to want to even have that ever. Uh, not
But
even
now,
curious.
now I got all this extra energy, that I'm gonna have to deal with.
You get that reinvigorated heart now.
Yeah, it was a shocking experience, but
You got to laugh at that kind of stuff. You really do. It's kind of like, that's just part of the whole plan. Let's see how many things we can put that person through before we take them out.
I literally been defibrillated dozens of times already.
I have not yet to be defibrillated once, so I'm very lucky. Hey, if you notice, I got a
What, the
yellow shirt on.
cattle prods don't count?
Did anybody notice that my shirt's yellow today? Probably not. And that's because I got to now pick from more than 7 shirts. I lived basically 7 months with 7 pairs of jeans and 7 shirts, a couple of pairs of shorts in between, and a whole lot of white t-shirts every day.
Yep. Welcome to my closet.
7 big giant. Well, I could wear 2 of those shirts. See, like
You
Kai
just put a
counts
belt
one, you
around
can say two.
it. You wear a belt around and don't have to wear pants.
I just split one of his legs and then just cut it up the middle and sew them together, and there we go. There's 2 pairs of pants. I'm a little bit heftier than most people think, so I can't really say that truly without laughing out loud. Ah, yes. Well,
Joe says you're
what's new in
mashing
the
your
drone
rubber
world?
ducky.
This is a drone channel, right? What's new in the
Drone
drone
channel?
world?
Do
Yeah.
we have drone? Yeah, well, I can sneak a little peek. You
Yeah,
know,
I
right
gotta match.
there.
Yeah, what? Oh, there it is, right there. There's the new arrival.
So I
Now,
spent a little money.
yeah, a little bit, yeah, a little more than a little bit. A fair amount, but it was
Cheaper than an Altel Light Plus.
well spent though. It was money well spent for sure. Where is my notification here? Come on here.
You get notifications.
Well, I'm trying to get your channel up here. So I can note it. There we go. The frick is this? Who's this guy? I find your alter ego every so often.
My alter ego.
Yeah, it's the other channel. It's like the other dad random channel. It's like one of those. There we go. Live now. There we go. There we are. There I am. I have to see myself live. It's better than seeing myself. There we go. I just got to pop out the chat so I can respond to messages and things. Oh, yes. So, what is your first impression on that? And when you first, what did you feel
Okay.
when you? Yeah, I want to hear
When
your
I first
impression.
got this out of the box, I about shit my pants
Well,
because it actually says so. This is supposed to be the one with the RC Pro. You know, the better of the two bundles. Apparently, there's two bundles, just with a smart controller and with the RC Pro. Well, I'm getting the box from Adorama. Get this thing out, and it says Fly More Combo DJI Smart Controller. I'm like, no, they didn't. Oh no, I know they didn't. I started looking all around this blessed box, trying to find an indicator whether or not this was an art had the RC Pro with it or not. And I actually had to tear into it to make sure that the RC Pro was included. So,
yeah, they didn't screw you out of that and say,
spoiler
"Oh,
alert,
yeah,
it is the
smart
RC
control."
Pro in here.
Yeah,
But it's not truly an unboxing because I already snuck a peek, but it's sort of an unboxing. Storm Chasers on the Ground Live has 16K viewers right now. Y'all need to step it up a little.
yeah,
Well,
that's another.
Brian, if you let all your friends know, we might get to 10 people. And I don't know, did I say hi to Sunrise yet?
Chris,
Because
why would you want to do that?
he's worried, and I don't know why.
Well, he's chatting like crazy. Holy crap! There's this between
Oh,
people.
yeah, that's the trick with Sunrise. The trick is to get him to shut up. You know.
That would be me.
Well, she said duct tape or something. So, man, let's have a peek in here. Let's see what. Ah, come on.
Yeah, that's a special
Couldn't
combo
miss.
there.
So, see right there, it says just DJI Smart
Smart
Controller.
controller. Yep. Well, they didn't want to reprint the box when they were going to do this huge giveaway because it is pretty much a giveaway. I'm impressed with how they shove it in that little tiny bag there
Yeah.
because that's the same size bag that the mini has. It's exactly the same thing. So you can get the mini and the 2S in the same thing.
So we got a box full of accessories, whatever that is. Let's have a look. See what we've got here.
Now
Look.
now everybody take a video of this because when he puts it back in the box in about a month, You got to
What would
know
I,
how to reverse
how would I
engineer
take
it.
it back into one? So we got extra props. We've got a USB
USB
cable,
to
and we
USB-C.
have, I'm sure these are the ND filters.
I was trying to get a couple of USB-C to USB-C cables, and I keep screwing up. And I got some USB-A to C cables. I freaking hate that when that happens. You get them in the mail, and you're like, "Damn!" So I can hook my iPad up. You just get sick of that. I'm just like, no. So if anybody's got a link to a good USB-C to C cable, and they can share that with me, I would really appreciate it because I'm so sick of looking for it and having the right length. There it is.
So we got the ND filters 4, 8, 60, and 32. Usually I only end up using the 16. We got a bunch of extra props. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, Wiseman told me that you pretty much are okay if you leave the 16 on there most of the time. If you're going to do mostly daylight flying and with not a lot of clouds, I started to do that. I started to just leave a 16 or an 8 on my drone, and it just allows you to control that shutter speed and get just a wider aperture and have a lot more color, So,
And
but
here we go for the main course.
there it is, all shoved in that. Look at that thing. Looks like it's been stuffed. Look at that RC. I knew that controller would just pack that thing in because that's big, but it fits.
There we go.
Now, is the gimbals on there? Did that
The
come with the
gimbals
gimbals?
are in the back here.
Okay, I couldn't see there. You moved it so fast. Oh,
They're
there we
right
go.
in the back here. No, gimbals are not on there.
Okay. Yeah, it was an optical illusion.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull these things out of the bag real quick, and I'll put the bag off to the side. So
Shove that foam thing back in the bag. Don't lose that. You want that foam thing.
I want that foam thing.
Yes, you want it in the
What
bag,
about,
right
what
where you.
about these foam things? Do I want these foam things too?
No, those things are, you just leave your props on. Yeah, nobody ever takes their props off of your freaking drone. You just keep that on. How can you do that? It's like having a camera and not having a battery in it. Like, oh yeah, where's my battery and my SD card? And next thing you know, you miss the shot. You got to have that thing ready to fly. You want it ready. Look at how small it looks. It looks like a mini. Look at Kai's hand next to that.
What is a mini?
Deceptive. He's making this drone look way smaller than it is because his freaking hand is humongous. That's
It is a mini. It's a mini
a mini.
deluxe.
This is the mini 3 unboxing, guys. Check it out. Just hold it out like this, guy. Really. I need a screenshot of that. Okay, now go full screen. Go full screen and get that. Okay, you don't have to do that.
There you go.
It looks like a mini in your hand. It's so small. It isn't a big drone, but it's not that small. Oh, Kai has the Mini 3. Put your hand over next to it. Put your hand like just right next to it, like you're just relaxed and set down. I'm gonna make, yeah, all the. You can't even see it. Look at that. He's got it in his palm.
That's in the palm of your hand.
Guys, you just don't appreciate it. I'm not in a silly mood either. That thing looks tiny. I want to see him hold a Mavic 3. It'd be like most people hold.
Well, send me your Mavic 3 and I'll show you what it looks like.
I'll hold it for you.
I may even send it back.
I'll never forget opening that up, and every time I told you this yesterday when we were talking, and every time I open up a DJI product from brand new and I hold it in my hand, it feels perfect. It feels so like right. It's built like well. And you hold any other drone. I actually watched a video of somebody doing a review of the Bewine F7. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy, he's trying so hard to make it sound good. And I'm like, just let it out. Don't lie. It's crap. He's like, well, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. I'm like, no. You can't even make it look
A
good.
flying pig. What would you expect it to do?
Oh man. I did 2 videos of that and that was still
Almost
missing out.
controller's bigger than a drone.
Yeah. That's a great controller. I'm so jealous. That controller is oh man, you've heard me about that. And you'd think that I'd own one. I'll get there. I'm almost there. I'm almost to the almost pro drone
Well, I
control.
mean, there's going to be a number of people asking, what the hell was I thinking to order the Air 2S now and not wait a month for the Mini 3 to come out?
Well, that drone is probably you got that freaking controller. I mean, that's like worth its weight in gold because you could fly the Mini 3 with that, can't you? Isn't that
I would assume you can fly the Mini
if,
3 with
if
it. I
you
mean,
can't
Mini
fly the
3
Mini
is
3 with that pro controller, I will be freaking pissed. There will be hate videos going on with the Mini. There's absolutely no reason why they can't do that. You know, everything from that Air 2S up should be compatible with that controller. If it's a pro controller, anything with pro on it, of course, my Mavic 3 is a pro. You guys don't know that, but right, Chris?
yeah,
Right,
you get
Sunrise?
your
Yeah. Sunrise has to correct all of my freaking my quickly thrown together descriptions of things. He goes through it like a like an English teacher, and he looks for every mistake you make, and then he puts it out there, and then he puts a laughing icon next to your mess. And I'm glad he does it though. I need an editor. Look at that. That's just amazing. Like I said, every time I see new DJI products, they're built so well, and people don't. You spend $500 on a Bewine F7. What a piece of, and you can't spend $250 for a mini SE. It's just, to me, it's just insane. It's the definition of insanity. Buying any drone other than a DJI drone. Sorry, anybody that's an Autel fan here.
here we go.
Look at that. I would say, just in the defense of your purchase, that is the best. Well, the package you just threw together is probably one of the best drone packages you can buy right there, bar none, with quality and capability. There's nothing, when the Mini comes out brand new, it's not going to be better than that because of the controller. You got a better controller. The camera on the Air 2S is, and then you got the APAS system on it. But it's, it is what it is. It's the Porsche of drones.
I'm peeling stickers right now. Yeah. That whole thing. When you actually buy something new, you actually got to pull the stickers.
Nah, I just leave them on. Leave those stickers on there. And when you resell it, it looks new. Come on, just leave them on there.
Too late.
I actually pull my stickers now too. I used to always leave them on and fly around, and every once in a while I get a comment. At random, why do you leave your stickers on your drones? And I'm like, because I'm going to own it for 3 minutes, and then I want to sell it.
Well, that's why you leave your tags on your shirts too. I mean, nobody knows that, but this tag for your shirt is actually still back in there.
So that's why
Tomorrow he's going to go to Kohl's, return that one, and buy a different color one.
Well, don't you do it with your underwear too? That's what I do with my underwear on Amazon. Come on, man. I want different color. That's nasty. What accent is that? Quiet, Sunrise. Quit talking. Quit writing out loud. We want the most significant drone ever. Shut up. That's not even an inside joke anymore. It's an outside joke. Significant. I wrote that on purpose, you know.
Yeah,
That fits on there. You get your strobe sticker.
yeah, that's gonna be my strobe. Gonna be on battery. A lot of guys like to put their strobes up front here,
Oh, and cover up the GPS.
cover up the GPS while you do it. It's just like these guys, everybody that's installing a GoPro on top of their DJI FPV right now, planting that thing right square on top of the GPS chip, and then they wonder why they have runaways.
You're right. They have runaway, and then they don't. They push the the pause button, and it freaks out. I mean, the gyroscope is gonna keep it in orbit, but yeah, how is it going to come back if you cover up the most important thing?
So I'm gonna keep the stroke back here. And by the way, no wallet flies that will be the highest point too. You know, so
Well, if you got a strobe that can go as far as that, you literally could put it on the bottom. You don't want to cover up
well,
any.
I got two. I got one for the top, and I got one that goes on the bottom. I'll probably put it right here under the
When
front.
when is a drone manufacturer going to put a effing strobe on their drone? Now we got them to put a screen on the controller. Why can't you put a high freaking powered
I have
screen
this stroke. Yeah,
instead of those
shouldn't be that damn complicated.
Yeah, you got all these other freaking lights blinking all over the place. Just freaking amp it up a little bit. Bug them out like a couple of frog eyes. Okay. Just like you did with the freaking front of the Mini 3, you know? Are we the only sane drone flyers that actually bring up good ideas, Kai? Come on.
Apparently so.
Got it. Then in about a week or actually a week, holy crap, there'll be somebody tomorrow doing that. Why don't they put up a video that puts strobes built in the drones? Why don't we do that?
And
I've been harping for
flies
a
off. Howdy. Hey, Mikey.
You guys know how powerful my voice is. I've been harping for a screen on a drone on these drones for so long, telling everybody how freaking awesome D8 Autel was by having that little screen that they had on their controller. Can you imagine how easy that'd be to just?
I want to see about getting one of those screen protectors to put on this
Yeah, I
thing.
would. I'd get one of those little glass. Yep, I would for sure.
I already,
Little Gorilla Glass screen.
already ordered this, so I put the 256 card into the controller.
I'm cheap. I only go 128s.
You know, as low as the cost is for 256 cards nowadays.
Yeah, I heard, man, that
I got 128s to put in the bird and into the drone itself, but
this
and the
year's
controller.
128s are as good as last year's 256 or vice versa.
256 costs now what last year the 128
Right.
cost.
Like $20, 23.
Actually 34.
30. It'd be double. Yeah, it'd be double.
256.
I've been getting 128s for about $14. About between 17 and $14. Isn't that insane how cheap those are getting?
Yeah.
Guys, I paid when I worked at the computer department at my university, way back in the day. We're talking back well before the 2000s, okay?
That's when a computer still took up half a room and had all sorts of little mechanical gadgets.
1990, 1992, 91, 92, those years right there. I'm like really good at like designing things. So I was doing software design and stuff. I'm not like the code guy. I'm the like big idea guy. Anyways, we're basically using the first versions of the internet at that time. And we were starting to store big files. We were just starting to digitize video. Okay. So I was creating educational software with digitized video. So we would take these really like we're talking like I can't even remember with the bit rate of these things. Like, I mean, it had to be like kilobit, just kilobit, little, just cheap. And we bought ourselves a drive, okay, a hard drive, and we spent $10,000 for that hard drive. Okay, so we got this grant. We bought a 10,000. You know what the capacity of a $10,000 hard drive was back then?
Probably about the capacity of this little thing right here.
It was a 1 gigabyte drive.
That's a tenth of this one.
One gig, and we were like, "Oh my God, we got a gig. There's no way in hell we're ever going to fill this up ever. It's just impossible." A 1 gig drive. It was about this big. It's huge.
My first computer had 16 megabyte.
Okay, I know. Okay, you see this box that this camera came in? This was a 1 gig drive. $10,000 we paid for that. 10 grand. We also had a VCR Kai that was digital. We had a digital VCR.
Believe it or not, I still have a VCR up here in my closet.
Well,
That
did
is
you have one that had search functions that you could hit, you can control with a computer?
no, this one is one of those multi-system ones that can play European videotapes.
Oh wow.
And I have a converter box that will convert the PAL signal to NTSC so you can view it on a TV here.
Yeah, and we start. I thought I'd say we're looking at a 256 gigabyte card. Teeny.
Yeah.
It's alien technology. I think of that and I'm just like, holy crap, there's a whole lot of guys that aren't moderated in here. Charles
There's the
Gillespie,
128 right here.
Robert Glazier, Matt Bagwell. None of these guys are moderated. You got to freaking help these guys out, man.
We don't have to moderate. Jesus.
You don't have to.
I need to get after it.
I could imagine they're okay.
Well,
Oh,
let me smurf a couple of people. All right.
I spent $400 on a 40 megabyte 5-inch hard drive back in the early 90s.
Smurf.
They're so expensive, Joe. They're so expensive. But we had a gig. We had a full gig. It looked like I said, it had a fan in the back, had a big, huge fan hole. And that sucker went, keep that cool.
All right. Robert, Charles, and Matt, you all should be in blue now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Man.
I was tired of swapping floppies.
Yeah.
Gosh, you're really old if you remember the big ass.
Then we got the zip drive, and we really thought we were uptown.
Oh, zip drives, yeah, with the big 250 megabyte cartridges. No, they were not. They weren't that big. They were like, yeah, I think that's a big one. They were mostly 20s. They went up like 20, 40, 60, I think. The zip drive cartridges. Yeah,
all I had were hundreds.
Hundreds? Yeah, I don't know. It's been forever. Every once in a while I'll dig through my stuff and I'll find some of that. I saw a video the other day of a lady booting up a Mac Plus. I used a Mac Plus as a teacher with a floppy I didn't have an internal hard drive, so what I did was I bought one, and they sold actually an internal hard or a hard disk. It was like, I think it was a 20 megabyte hard disk drive that you set the Mac Plus on top of, then you daisy chained into it. I think that's what I did. And then it had a floppy, the small, was it 3.5-inch floppy? So, all right, anybody old here, they'll know what we're talking about.
Well, I'm gonna throw you another curveball here. So, when the first Apple computers came out, they were so blessed expensive.
Oh yeah.
My dad is actually an electrical engineer, but he actually taught at college. uh, electronics and computer sciences and what have you. But the Apple IIc was so blessed expensive that he bought it as a kit.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, with a kit, I mean solder your own motherboard kind of kit.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that they put
He
that in
had
the
a
box.
friend. He had a friend that had a company that was making custom electronics, and they had the technology to, you know, edge boards, PCBs.
Uh-huh.
So we went down there on vacation for about 2 weeks, and he just went every day to his buddy's company, etched his own motherboard, soldered everything on it. It had like dual 5 1/4 inch drives in that thing. Made his own housing. I mean, he built that computer literally from scratch.
Yeah, the Apple, yeah, the Apple IIe or whatever, the Apple II or Apple IIe
Apple IIc, I believe it
C.
was.
Yeah, they had. Yeah,
2C or 2D, one of those.
I did a lot of adventure game writing back those days. We were just goofing around, making little adventure games. Go left or go right, go up or down, and go back to start. Though those kinds of things. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we
it's
still had basic.
yes, I loved my early Macs. I haven't used a Mac computer since. I went through the Mac phase. I actually have a laptop, an old Mac laptop from the maybe the late 90s. It's about, it's about 3.5 inches thick, about like this. Still runs, still works. Someday maybe I'll bring it on. I just remember this girl starting up this Mac Plus, and it started to smoke when she started it up. I'm like, pull the freaking plug, You just wrecked it. It's worth millions of dollars, man. People buy those now. That's why she bought it, to see if it would turn on and everything. But we used to we I took all those old computers and then we repurposed them, and then they ended up in some auto shop somewhere as a kind of a point of sale machine where they were just keeping track of their inventory and stuff. Yeah. Oh
Here we
man. Supporting his
go. I
computer.
was 19.
Yeah. We changed that to drones. It started out computers. I still don't have an up-to-date computer. I've been using everybody else's used computers now, and I'm 54. I just turned 54. Freaking
Sunrise, have you considered it might be the operator?
my Macs always turn out to be lemons.
Have you thought about no that possibly could be the operator?
I got this Mac. I love this one. Mac and cheese. I like mac and cheese too. Overclocked CPU.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember so many when I got my first PC. Oh, there's a Radio Master. There's this Zorro.
Get some more toys this week.
Cleaning house and filling it back up.
Yep. Yeah, I've been trying to get one of these ever since they came out, and I finally found someone that had these damn things in stock. And I had them back ordered 3 different outfits, and nothing ever happened. And I guess some stores just don't think it's necessary to keep you updated about an order. You know,
Uh-huh.
they're glad to take your money and your order, but then it says okay, shipping expected mid March. So at the end of March, I sent an email. Okay, when do you expect this to ship now? Never got an answer. 2 days later, it changed the description. Now shipping expected mid April.
Yeah, that's the one you've been waiting forever for. Oh,
And, for those that don't know, I love the game style type controller. This is actually my go-to, my daily driver right now. And I want to give this thing a whirl. And we actually got, this is the ELRS starter kit. So it comes with 3 receivers, ELRS receivers. And then you get the radio itself. There's some more straps, screen protector, and what have you, but we don't need any just right now. But yeah, here we go. Radio Master ELRS. Reason I'm looking at this is for these 2 potentiometers. Because when I go put that plane together back there, I'm going to have a pan and tilt camera mount on there for the FPV camera.
oh, neat. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
This is how I'm going to control the pan and tilt.
DJI is going to beat you to it.
I just saw Dustin Donald's flight. He did a second flight, was his disco with solar panels on it now. I'm so building that freaking Phoenix 2400 to be solar powered.
Solar.
I'm going to figure out how to do that 4G control link.
Obviously, it's going to increase the flight time, but it probably will not make it unlimited.
No, but he flew for an hour and a half, 88-minute flight time.
Wow, that's you could set that up there and
he actually flew to an island.
Did he? Let's see. He's in Maui. He probably flew it to Malakini and back.
Yeah, something like that.
That would be that's the closest, I think. I think it's Malakini. That's pretty far away, but it's within.
This is a little atoll almost. I mean, I don't think anybody lived on that island. But he's done it before, where he flew to the other place you were talking about.
I'm trying to think of the name. There's Malakini, and there's I think that's the one. Yeah, no, everybody likes to watch Dustin Daniel. I watch his. I love watching his long flights. They're great. They're fun to watch. He's fun. He's a good entertainer. But so you're not going to try to use that with any of your models. That's just going to be your wing controller.
I'm going to fly this on the quads too. See, the thing is, the FR Sky, whatever, the X Lite, it's got, the FR Sky transmitter built into it.
Right.
So anything you have to stick on the back, I don't even use any FR Sky receivers, any D8 receivers, D16. I don't use any of those. So I wanted a platform where I have one built in, and then can have the Crossfire as a add-on, and have, it's either a Crossfire radio or an ELS radio, where I can put one or the other on the back. And the Tango 2 would be a good, but the Tango 2 doesn't have these pods.
Yeah. Is that okay? You said that one is what is that what protocol is that radio again?
It's Express LRS.
Okay, that's right. It's primarily that, right? You can't.
Yeah, this is Express.
Yeah,
And the only thing that's built in is Express LRS,
yeah,
but
that's right.
then you can stick on the back the
Module
module for the Crossfire.
for the Crossfire. Yeah, I think that's a lot of what a lot of people are doing there because you just pretty much that's pretty much the two protocols that are dominating everything.
Oh, there's still tons of D8 and
Yeah,
D16 stuff
for the
out
little
there.
stuff. Yeah, for the little starter ones. Seems
For the
like there's
little
now protocols for each level.
RS, Express RS is pretty much taken over on the little ones. Matter of fact, I probably install these two little ones on the Beetle.
I hope they standard. I really hope that we get a standard when it comes to radios, where people just kind of. I know everybody has their own preferred because they've got like older quads and stuff, but it would be so good for the hobby to just stop that and because everybody knows that Crossfire is really just the standard, and
Express RS been nagging pretty good on Crossfire, to be honest. And
what's the advantage of the two? Because both of them are solid,
Express LRS, you see that tiny little square in there?
right?
That's the receiver. And then,
Yeah,
you get the little T antenna.
that's right.
Okay, it's flat size. The receiver is half the size of a Crossfire. The antenna is a quarter size of a Crossfire.
So it's really it's yeah,
I mean, here's a
it's really for
Crossfire.
the minis. Yeah,
Here's a Crossfire receiver, and there is an
yeah. Oh
Express
my
LRS
lord.
receiver side by side.
Yeah, obviously, with weight being a very and people trying to get it smaller and smaller.
Yep. So
Dog, cat, goat, pig, horse feeding time. Oh, BMAC, that's okay. I just got dog. I remember.
Brian, I thought we're not allowed to call you. Well, never mind.
There's no cow on that list though. Pig he's pretty much into the what I call the hobby farm stuff. At least it isn't have he doesn't have cows. Once you get the cows, you're no longer a hobby. Some people would argue that one. I got goats. My dad was a dairy farmer, and I remember we went to a neighbor, and we were looking at a pipeline just to see some things because we were doing some kind of pipeline modification with our milking system, and we went to a goat farmer's house. Oh my god, he made just as much money as we made with freaking a herd of goats.
Well,
And they were smaller. I'm just like, Dad, why are we messing with these big ass cows when we could work way smaller, have smaller poop? Everything would be less, and we'd make the same amount of money. He's like, goats. Oh, okay. Sorry, Kai.
yeah, no, we're good.
Go to
So
cows and
anyway,
goats.
so I'm gonna try out. Actually, I'm ordering the CNC machine gimbals for this thing. They're already on order. Hopefully, they won't take 3 months to get here.
They hope, yeah, exactly. Joe Blaylock, smaller poop.
Well, the Chinese apparently getting pretty radical with their COVID
Apparently,
measures. I mean, they're literally bolting people into their houses.
yeah, that's like
I
it's
saw a video where they go around and zip tying freaking doors shut and drilling holes and installing bolts so they can't swing the door open anymore. It's
that's
like, geez, guys.
uh, just because there's like one case. There's one case of COVID, just one. My
Yeah,
God.
no, they're apparently seeing some pretty good waves coming through, and
And
you know,
zero tolerance, though. There's zero
since
tolerance.
since the Ukraine thing, the whole COVID thing's kind of gone by the wayside.
I'm just, I'm looking for a new mini. I'm hoping for a new Mini 3 video or a new Mini 3 picture, just something. They're killing me. These
Well,
guys are just,
it's gonna be another month before that thing comes on the market. You
oh
know that.
man, don't say that. Stop it, Kai. Don't even say a month. I've only got a week left in me.
Well, somebody's floating this May 10th date, but we have yet to see the FCC filing. We haven't seen that yet. You don't see anything, any hints from DJI on their website, nor on their Facebook page.
Here, make everybody feel better. Come on. Come on. We all want to,
Everybody feel better?
yeah, we all want to feel better. There we go. Everybody feel better now. It just feels good just looking at it.
Yeah, no,
Kai's just like he
I'm
doesn't
looking
understand.
at it.
Kai doesn't understand the mini sickness.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it.
Oh, it's funny, I just traded technology that's better than this one for lesser technology. And I paid the same amount. Well, I don't know. I can't remember what I paid for the freaking what did I 1200 I think was the mini SE with the standard controller Flymo. I think it was like 1200,
You
1300.
mean the Air 2S?
Air 2S yeah, SE Air 2S. I say SE. There's been so many damn models. Uh yeah, everything was 1200 that year. It was the FPV drone was 1200 bucks. Everything was 1200. I'm like, okay, here's another freaking $1200. Oh my gosh. But
Yeah. So I don't
put your,
I hate
you, know,
to say it, I don't believe in that May 10th date.
you don't put your controller up. Where can we do a side by side? You can get rid of me. Put the picture up and then put that up so people can we do a side by side with I'll take my yeah, picture down.
Uh,
Said that screen is a whole tenth of an inch larger than their next biggest screen. I'm just hoping that it's brighter than my freaking phone screen. That's my big that's my big concern. So yeah, you're trying to get that. I just want to see there. That's now that's actually yeah, you got that and that. Are
I
they
think they're out of the same mold.
yeah. Yeah, the controller body looks the same.
No,
Yeah,
it's
is the how
slightly
about the
cheaper.
LED? Nobody's done a side by side, I don't think. I've never seen a RC Pro side by side, so we can kind of look at but they're definitely the same shape. My guess is that they're putting a cheaper screen in this. There's just no way they're going to use the same dollar amount.
It's
Maybe they
going
did
to
them
be.
all cheap.
I'm guessing that you're going to have a lesser screen on it. Maybe
Yeah,
not quite as bright as the Pro,
yeah,
and the processor is probably going to be slightly less.
right. It's got to be well. It has to be less expensive, otherwise they can't. But I'm just hoping that it's good, has good heat performance. So, like when I'm flying when it's 100 degrees, which I'd like to do. I'd like to not have to be held back by temperature where I live. And then my phone is always the problem. And I'm out there, it's like, say, 9 o'clock in the morning, and I go out and fly. The sun hits my screen and it immediately goes dark. Now, obviously, I solved that problem here, but now I have another, you know, I don't know, 10 or 120 grams of freaking weight, or 200 grams of weight, more than that, it's probably 300 grams, sitting on, it's just, there's just too many things going on. And by bringing the screen into the remote control, especially, for photography or whatever. So if this works out and I might go and do RC Pro. I might just go buy it standalone and bind it to my Mavic 3 and do some flying with that. And that's so because the Mavic 3 is staying around for a while. I say that all the time, don't I? I'll have the Mavic 3 for a long time. Oh, it's the FPV drone too. But yeah, you don't have to keep that up there. I can take that. I can take this. I can look at it on my screen. You can get rid of that. Get rid of that freaking unshare this stuff. Unshare that screen.
So yeah, I'm just gonna do the air to S for the time being. I'm gonna wait and see what happens with the mini. You know,
Right.
DJI's releases of drones have been a little bumpy as of
Yeah,
late.
I agree. There's definitely been a lot of it's definitely not smooth. And then now with like you're saying the Shanghai thing, we've got this, the but the now the Chinese government today did say that they are going to step up their subsidizing of their best products and their best markets. So they're gonna keep it running. And one of the reasons why they're locking these populations down is so they can keep their factories going. That's I mean, you think it's about people. They don't give a crap that the people are all sick. What they want to do is make sure you keep the factory open and then you keep those workers healthy so they can keep the money flowing. And that's at least my opinion on that. I think that's, am I too far off on that?
No,
It's
I
isn't
just
that what the
see
TC?
Kenny is in the house.
Hey, Artco Drone Solutions, and I see Artco needs a moderator.
Arco needs a moderator. What happened?
Yeah,
Damn.
Artco, you're not part of the club, but soon you will be.
We'll smurf him.
He's
Arco's been smurfed.
yeah, right. Making sure that everything is fair and balanced. All right.
And Sunrise, you tell me how the new mic's working because I'm actually using it right now. So
The new mic. What mic you using?
the Rode.
Oh, wow. That's cool. I didn't even notice that. You should said something about that before now. Come on here.
Well, I was saying something about it earlier before you got in the
Talking about
stream
cows.
because I didn't know whether or not this thing was working right.
It's working great. That's nice. I'm jealous now to have that freedom. Okay, this is a lot more professional now. You got the microphone in front of your mouth and it you can look down and pretend like you're a radio personality. Sound real
Why would I, why
serious
would I, why would I pretend to be a radio personality?
because you're way more serious and people will listen to you like you're saying something of substance. It can sound like
Have you
Joe
have you been to
Rogan.
my stream before? Just wondering.
It's serious. I want to be
Yeah.
taken seriously. Then I'd have to like work really hard on my content. Get that. That's too hard. I'm in this for enjoyment.
What do you
Is that
mean?
why I'm going to be stuck at
Okay, Sunrise, you're gonna have to explain this one. Why I didn't it didn't sound
it,
like
it
what?
didn't sound like it. Yeah. Eat more possums in the house. Can you tap that road to be sure that it's working? Tap it.
I know it's working, but
Tap, 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 tap right here. Right here. Tap it. Right here.
to,
Nope. Maybe it's not. Change your source. That should be tapping. Should be like going,
oh,
I'll do it for you. Maybe maybe your mic will sound better. It's picking up your sound from somewhere. It should tap though. If you tap that sucker, it should be like
yeah,
anybody's eardrum still there.
it's on the only input it could be. So
You should sound like this guy.
yeah,
When you're using the road, you should sound just like this.
yeah. That's
I have much smaller hands than Kai. See? That's creepy.
okay. What I do? There we go.
I love the monocaster. It's so awesome. It's so cheap too. It's just cheap little soundboard, but it does a nice job.
Look, Kai, my hand is much bigger than yours. Little freaking hands that you have.
Does this sound much better?
Now tap on it.
Hello.
Like you're definitely talking into it, but tap it so we know it's fun. Oh, interesting. Maybe it cancels the tap out. That's kind of cool if it does, because it definitely changed the pitch when you talk directly into it. So where else would the sound be picking up anyway?
I do have another mic sitting back there, but that's on the USB, and I've got it set for the input on
Your sound is too good. Your sound is too good, so it's got to be coming out of that. Because when you went like this and talked into it, you could tell the difference of the pitch.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. And then like you cover it up and talk. Well, it's going to probably just pick up your neck, huh? It'll be like a throat mic.
Hello.
Yeah, it's picking it up. That's a nice little mic for. Would you pay $230 for that?
Yeah.
Two? That's a good deal. You can't buy a regular Rode mic for that. I mean, if I look at I got the USB Rode back there. I don't even use it, and that's a better mic than the crappy one I'm using here. This is like a really inexpensive XLR mic that comes with the Manocaster. And what I did was I amplify it, so it's really sensitive. The only thing that sucks about that is, if you just touch it, it's so sensitive. It's too much. But it's on its own boom arm, so it's not. So I can touch the desk and it doesn't pick it up. But yeah, I like the idea that you could just put on a throat mic and you're done with it. And DJI's.
I'll probably need to adjust the gain on this thing a little bit.
Hey, I think you sound good. I'm listening through Bose headphones here, and it sounds great. So I'll stick with my $30 fee. Everybody's got fee fine faux fum. Everybody's got one. I've got some fee fine somewhere around here. The fee fine. I just like
so
the
where do you want me to go? Just go outside?
Yeah, there we go. Go stand out there, walk around his apartment. Watch, Kai's going to do one of these. He's going to go into the bathroom and go, all right, guys, I got to take a break. He's going to go to the bathroom. We're going to hear him pee.
Yeah, I'm just going to go.
Guys, I got a second. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got to leave it for a second. No, I don't hear him now.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear him, but it's not from his mic. It's not coming from his mic.
Is it still sound from?
It's not. We're not hearing your mic. We should be hearing it perfect. It's wireless. Yeah, he's definitely not using the Rode mic, and that's a Sunrise. So something's happening, like your sound's being picked up by something. So um you might want to check your source on your computer there and see what it's where the source is coming from. So, but yeah, it's not picking it up, but it sounds good. So whatever your sound is coming from right now is probably as good as your $230 Rode mic. He just did a test for the fee-fine.
So how does this sound? Can you
Okay,
hear me?
that's different. That's different. I can hear you. Now can you yeah, your gain's low now. But you should tap it. You should be able to tap it and hear it tap.
I can pick up my gain.
Can you tap it now? Yep. Now we're getting a tap now. Full on tapping. So now we're getting your mic sound. So now we just got to get your gain up. What's probably happened is your the live StreamYard's now set your gain automatically. You might want to, yeah. So that might affect that. There it is.
So how's this? This
That's
any
better.
better?
You can drop it now. You can just
We're dropping it. Can you hear me now?
mic drop.
Are we all better now?
Kai, we can hear you just fine.
Can you hear me?
All right. Much better. All right, now sing.
You don't want me to sing. Well, it's time. I mean, we've been at it for over an hour now, so it might be time to start singing, scare everybody off.
Should I use my auto tune now?
But if y'all would hit the old thumbie upper button there.
Yeah. Thumbs up time. Thumbs up.
So
if you have not, thumbs up. It's hard enough to get
the
people.
road to success. There we go.
Yeah. The road to
Did you? Oh, you should start. Yeah, we're
Did you-
gonna start singing videos now.
singing videos.
Oh yeah,
I've already got one of those.
drone 683 is at it again, and we're gonna have. We're going to have a special feature here. No, what's the 863 or something like that? There we go. Come back here and we'll go back and we'll put this at full screen. And are y'all ready for this?
We're all ready for it.
This freaking, we're going to share this and we're going to share with audio. And there we go. Because here's Mr. Chris. What the hell? Why don't we get any sound here? Oh, that's right. I still got to mute it. Let's go back here. There we go.
We're not worried about copyright anymore.
So,
Has anybody ever seen my lip sync video?
You have a lip sync video?
Oh yeah. This is my alter ego. None of you guys have ever seen this.
No, the best. This is really. I mean,
It's gold. Do you want to see platinum? Here's platinum.
you need to share audio with that. You forget to share your audio with it.
Oh, should I? Oh, should I share audio? Are you sure you're ready for that? All right, here, I'll share audio. All right. This is Give It Away by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. All right, there you go. There's again.
There we go.
And I did all the instruments myself. Oh, it's time to eat, I think.
Well, we're going to share this just for completion. You know.
My dinner phone call already. It came early.
Well, you go ring the dinner bell. I got to get out of here too.
Yeah, we've been on for quite a while. It's been a good stream. So
yeah, well, we had a few things to share. Again, thanks to everybody that reached out on Facebook and other medias about my little issue that I had here this week. I appreciate it. Warms your heart.
It is, sometimes you just gotta have fun. That's pretty much the moral of the story here. Anybody wants to see that video? There you go. There's the Dad Random Red Hot Chili Peppers video from 2018. So yeah, a lot of fun. Alrighty, guys, I am out of here. I'm gonna go have dinner, and my wife's gonna probably make me move all of her freaking her stuff. So I'm hoping she moves in with me. Maybe that's a plan. Maybe that was the plan. Me and Steve are going to be alone for the next 10 years or so.
And here comes Uncle Bill's, and we're Uncle Bill. We're on the way out. I'm sorry.
What's up? Oh, what's up, kiddies? But all right, I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
I'm going to say goodbye to y'all.
And
any closing thoughts?
Gentlemen, keep your hands off.
Keep your hands off. Wait a minute.
Yeah, keep your hands off. Keep your hands to yourself. That'd be a good video, huh? Don't hit your lines and keep your hands in yourself.
I'm gonna just call it the day here, call it the evening. Thanks for all of you coming. Hit the like button on the way out if you would, please. And we'll see you. I'm probably not going to do anything this coming Tuesday unless some breaking happens. But
something happens. If any stupid thing happens, I'll be freaking breaking news.
If there's anything Mini 3 related, I'm sure he'll. Well, no, he'll do something. I don't think we're gonna see it for another month. But
yeah, don't even say it. He is so negative. Gosh almighty, he needs to go.
It has nothing to do with negative. It's the reality of it.
No, we're wishing it to come to be reality now. You don't You don't wish things away, Kai. All right, we're out of here.
Oh,
Have a
I
good
don't wish it away.
weekend.
I'm just being
Negative.
real about it. All right.
Yep.
Until then, y'all take care. Thanks for
Yep.
stopping by.
Later. Thanks, Kai.